Hello, my loves, and welcome back to another message. So today, things are a little weird, a little different. My computer right now, which is why you are not going to get the good sound from this video, is, it keeps on crashing. It's trying to tell me that it has memory issues, but like, I don't know. It happened after the Windows update, so I know Mercury retrograde is coming. Not that I am one of those people who like blame Mercury retrograde on for everything. Blah blah. The words aren't coming, but it's just the energy has been really thick. It's been really goopy. Now there's something in my eye. Hold on. It feels very much like, and you know, here's the card that fell out, okay? The seed, all right? It feels very much like a birthing time right now. It feels constricted in a way that is like, okay, now it's time to come out. Now it's time to bring this heart space thing that we've been working on, that we've been figuring out how to channel into the world around us. It feels like now's the time. You know, we've worked all this time on that pearl there in the center. Oh, we've been working on this for such a long period of time. It has taken many, many cycles to build this pearl, which was a grain of sand, a seed, right? And things have been built up around it, but it has taken a long, long time, and we're here now. It's ready to come out. It is ready to be birthed. I'm seeing that pearl there as a crowning baby head, right? There is something, it feels tired as well. And I mean 222 as I say that. So connections and understanding that we're not alone in things, that everything that we do here in this tangible world is done with each other, right? But it feels tired. It feels there is rest needing to be had for pearls are always, for me, the imagery always evokes like the sea, obviously, emotions, the depths of us, of our emotional selves as we live these lives. As we connect into like our higher purposes that we came here to live. It feels tired because I believe there is a request for us to take time for ourselves to feel our depths, not to get lost in them. I'm hearing anchor yourself, which is a way of grounding, right? Anchor yourself where in a way where you can easily pull yourself up out of those depths, but do allow yourself to move through those depths of your emotions, of what it is that you are very much at the point where this is ready to go, this is here now to be in the world. So it's like an ask to, that's what it is. There's been so much work in the mental, in that air element space, in the mental, in the like, in the way that you are with yourself, in the way that you have changed, and the way that you think, the way that you react to things has changed a lot. And now's the time to, and I'm not saying that there wasn't any sort of emotional work done, because there certainly was. 444, as I say that, the foundations are there. The foundations, all four elements of what we are, body, emotions, our thoughts, our passions, all the elements are there, and our spirit is here directing them, right? But it feels like I'm just getting the sensation of birth is an incredibly emotional thing to go through, no matter if you are the person who is birthing the thing or you are the partner who is being there for the person who is going through the birth. It's very, oh God, the birthing of ourselves is a very individual kind of process, but at the same time, just like birth, just like real tangible 3D birth of a baby, it is not a singular person's journey. It does not only affect one, like the mother, it does not affect the person who is giving birth. It affects their partner, it affects their family, it affects the doula or midwife or doctors that have to help guide this birthing process. Again, you know, if you've been here before, everything that we do, all the ways that we are in society with each other, even when we are in small groups only and we don't really engage with, like, you know, on social platforms or like in any sort of like bigger way, ripples out. And I'm seeing these as like rippling out. This thing that you are birthing in right now is going to be rippling out like mother effing crazy. There's been, like, it's already started becoming a huge change within the small group of people, like your very close friends and family, your friends who are your family, you know. It has already taken root in them, I'm hearing. They see that change in you. They see what it is that you are birthing into this world, and it can't not affect them. Not when you are in such beautiful, loving heart space with these people, when you are in such beautiful support space with these people. Again, that 444, right? And that 222. It's already changing. Because like on my mycelial network, you know, the fungus in forests and stuff like that, they not only connect to each other down in their roots, in their systems, but they also connect trees together and plants together and redirect nutrients. So that's, again, you know, this imagery of that's again what I'm seeing is happening with this birthing process that you are going through. We've only had one card, and I didn't even pick it. It just fell out of the deck at the beginning here. And this is the thing. I don't think none of this is anything that you are choosing to go through. I don't think anybody would choose to go through what you have gone through, okay? And I'll be the first to admit, I am right there with you. I have gone through such massive shifts and transformations, and the letting go of things that no longer are actually giving me what I want out of life. And the things that I know that my heart space, where the light is shining out through, I've been like, I had, every time something really fucking wonderful happens, I make a really deeply rooted decision, like a birthing process kind of decision in this metaphor that we're using. There is always something that comes back up to the surface from those depths to get me to sort of see something that used to be a more prominent narrative in my life, a more prominent problem in my life, in the way that, like, I handled it, but also in the way that other people have been with me, who I want to be in community with. But there's just something there that keeps on rubbing against each other in the wrong way, right? And so I made a very big birthing process decision, okay? And then something popped up, something that was like really bothered me. I had to have a cry about it. I had to talk it through with my partner, and the situation wasn't exactly what I thought it was, because there's lack of communication in that, but it was still, with everything else that has rippled out over the past while to get to this point for me to like react in that way to what happened. Again, it's just a resurfacing of, so that I can see, how do I want to deal with things in my life? How do I want to ripple out from my heart space? You know, and choosing to ripple out from heart space rather than choosing to ripple out from fear space, which often turns to like anger or being overly scared about everything, you know, like just all these things. My goodness, this is a very, very deep, we're in Cancer season. Hello, I'm filming this on the 22nd of June. We just entered the summer, the summer solstice yesterday. So we are in Cancer season. This is the deep, deep, deep. I'm feeling my feelings, but like, but like in birthing this thing that is coming, and it doesn't have to be a feeling thing, but your feelings are going to be part of this process, because that's part of who you are, right? A baby being born changes the lives of friends and family around the parents irrevocably. This is a hard sort of like coming to terms with the fact that your life is no longer going to be the same. The same things that brought you what you felt was stability and comfort, which, you know, if you're here, if you've been on this changing journey, this transformative journey, this birthing in kind of journey, you know that even though that's comfortable, it's also just keeping you bound up and unable to move in the world in the way that you need to move in this world, in the way that allows you to full chest out shine that heart space light that's coming straight in from the universe, that's coming straight in from the cosmos and from the light of love. Life is never going to be the same. And I need to hear this too. Good grief. Okay. I do want to get some more cards. I do feel like there might be some more into this that I might go into and extend it, but we'll see what the cards say, what Spirit wants to say. I am very into the B deck right now, the B Tarot. This deck is so very community vibes. I just saw the Sun. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, there's just, there might be some things left over that you are holding on to. And because this is the Pentacles, so you're not only dealing with like some final sort of like reckonings with emotions of the way things were, of the things in life that have been comforting and safe feeling because they don't change, but they also don't give you room to go anywhere else, right? To do anything else, to become bigger. We also have this energy of holding on to the physical things in our world. This is, oh my God, this is like, I know a lot of like the readings that resonate for me are also resonating with a lot of other people in the way that I view, I think we're all part of spirit, and just in the way that humans are, but even deities and things like that too. We are all part of the same spirit, but we are like little drops in a vast ocean sort of thing. And I do think that there are groups of drops of that ocean that come here to experience very similar things and very similar lives and decisions with various differences, right? Because each one of us is so individual. Various differences. So I know, like, I'm feeling this too. There are physical things that need to be gotten rid of. And I am hearing, like, cleaning up things that you know that you're never going to touch again. You know that aren't going to serve you, that don't have a sentimental value for you. Oh, I feel odd about saying value. I'm pushing my edges of like worth and monetary imagery right now, because like I'm working through, and I'm telling you this because I feel like we're all on the same little adventure here, but like dealing with the edges around money and money making, wealth having, right? Money is love. Money is the energy of love. We're going back to this again. This is so fascinating, but we're here again. Money is love, that green energy. I mean, you know, at least like, but that green heart energy, it is reciprocity. That is the way that it is supposed to be flowing, right? So getting rid of some of the worldly things in the ways that you can to make room for more wealth, aka more love. I'm seeing it's money / love. It is the same thing. Money - love. It's just heart space energy. And, you know, like I said in a reading, was it last week or something like that? Like, the oligarchy has just like really cut the flow off of love as much as they possibly can, so that they have it all for themselves while we have nothing, and yet prices are being raised, etc., etc. You know what the world is right now. We all know. So this is like a microcosm reflection of the macrocosm of you as an individual, you and me, okay? There are things in our lives, just even physically, that we need to let go of. We need to let go of so that we don't get to this place where we've kind of made the trees, you know, we've pesticided the trees so that they're dead. They're not serving the honey here. And look, there's no bees here. There's no bee here at all. All of the bees have left these hives because they have been like just so sucked dry, instead of leaving what is required for a colony to survive over winter in a very healthy state. There's no in not letting go of, again, it's the same thing as with the heart space stuff, with the emotional stuff. In not letting go of some of the physical stuff, you are physically, like, just like tangibly blocking other stuff to come in for you. Physically, for wealth to come in for you. I am going to go into an extended. Thank you so much for being here. If this resonated for you, there is going to be an extended, but also I have readings on my website, miaarsenal.ca. If you would like to get a reading with me, and we can dive into your specific individual energy with this. But thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.